Hey Madden franchise community, I'm Sean Grady. I'm the executive producer for Madden NFL. And on behalf of the entire Madden development team, we wanted to reach out to say we see your fixed Madden franchise tweets and we understand your frustration. Now, the franchise community is critically important to us and we appreciate, of course, your passion for Madden NFL. We're reading your feedback and we clearly understand that you want more. We've seen your requests for details around what the franchise community can expect moving forward. And while I don't have a lot of details I can share with you right now, I can tell you that today our team is actively working on bolstering plans to support franchise in Madden NFL 21 and beyond. The development team is collectively right now working from home to prepare Madden NFL 21 for launch on August 28th. But we're also committed to providing updates to you on our thoughts and plans around franchise moving forward before the game launches. So again, thank you for all the passion and the feedback that you bring. For those of you that are going to participate in the closed beta, we look forward to more feedback later this weekend. Thank you.
I mean, this is it, Madden fans. This is the first step of progress. You know, I've been trying to remain, not pat myself on the backy, but I've kind of just seen this whole thing kind of coming. I predicted essentially what we're going to get in the franchise blog, that it'd be face the franchise, squeeze the franchise, and they'd lead off with the X factors, and because it's been stuff we've seen. It's a similar pattern to years that franchise has not been great. And then I spoke about really the best thing we've done, not boycotting Madden, not all this stuff, was disliking that trailer. When that first sizzle trailer was trending with all the dislikes, that was going to move something. That was going to put stuff into motion. And then with the hashtag Fix Madden Franchise, that pretty much everyone in the Madden franchise community has been promoting on YouTube and videos and on social media. It was trending. Get something like that trending on Twitter for a community that I could probably assume a lot of people that control the decision making thought that the people that are anti-Madden, this needs to get fixed, is a very small vocal minority. But then we showed across all the people, all the demographics of Madden, that enough is enough and things need to change. And, we continued, especially over here, to stress, don't attack the developers. There's a certain way to go about this that we should be able to get changed. And it's not necessarily the way that's been done in the past. Like I said, there's been that niche of the anti-Madden people. There's, probably a dozen or so channels that constantly are extremely critical of Madden. And by all means, 90% of their claims are completely valid. But they've been doing that for years, that style of approach to trying to get the game fixed, and it hasn't worked. And in a lot of cases, those guys have got blacklisted. So that way of just kind of being hyper aggressive, and it didn't work. But the way that we did it's all about trends and numbers with these guys, right? It finally took something to be trending. And there was no bashing for the most part, at least for the people that were getting, the 500, 600, 700 likes and retweets on it. We were approaching it from we want this to get fixed, not you need to be fired. There's a certain way to go about it. And generally speaking, the hashtag Fix Madden Franchise, call it a movement, was very effective. And this response is the first hurdle. I don't think that you can really rest on your laurels. I don't really think you can kick your feet up and be like, well, we're done, everybody. Because they said they want to try to put some stuff into Madden 21. And going forward. But this is going to be one of those things. We have to stay persistent. I think from one side, we should be very receptive to whatever changes we do get in Madden 21, knowing that we kind of put their feet to the fire. I would assume, if we're going to talk about little things, that's how I want to finish the video, because I want to try to think about what fixes we could actually get into Madden 21. But I do think it is very important to hold EA accountable to follow through on this. And not just follow through on this on Madden 21, but follow through with this on Madden 22. I think you should have another kind of State of the Union sooner than later, this cycle, to address what the vision of franchise mode going forward is. I don't know if we'll ever get a response of why they decided to prioritize face of the franchise over franchise mode, even though the analytics back that franchise mode is almost infinitely more popular mode than face of the franchise. Because I think the decision to go with face of the franchise, it's a creative decision, and kind of going back on your creative decision, I don't know if that's something that we can expect, But I definitely think you could admit in a video that they kind of, this developmental cycle, they got it wrong in a way. There's probably a PR way that you can kind of jumble the words around and make it look like they're not admitting guilt, but understand they made a mistake in a longer video. They kind of did that in that little snippet that I put at the beginning. So the most important thing, though, is not to act like what we've done so far, what we've done over the last week, what we've done really since that Madden trailer dropped. It can't be over. You know what I'm saying? We need to continue to stress the importance of franchise until Madden and the development team and the creative team, it's really much so the people that decide the creative direction for every single game, understand that, like, you have got to put Madden franchise at that top of the list, because every other mode, Mutt got Superstar K. Mutt got an entirely brand new mode, and while it's not solely just Madden Ultimate, it's Ultimate Team. Madden Ultimate, you got Superstar KO. And then Face of Franchise, hell, what was it called before? QB1 or something? Got developed into Face of Franchise. So that got big love. The fact that Franchise Mode, which deserves to be the most touched up, the most updated, the most innovated, the most feature-lacking mode, the fact that it has been ignored for so long, it has to get the top of that framework, right? When they're making the framework for Madden 22, the number one leadoff is like, we're going to have to go maybe not all in. I think it'd be a little unrealistic to expect them to go all in on franchise mode, but it has to be the leadoff for Madden 22. The leadoff has to be coaching carousel, new scout. Like, it makes no sense. Like, you see all the people that tweet, that, like, I remember RBT made a tweet saying that, Madden got the exclusive sim license for a reason. Well, if they don't plan on paying any attention to the sim modes, why would you kind of restrict that? Why would you just ruin the whole community's opportunity of having a true sim football game by letting another developer try their hand at it, like 2K? So I think one point that I want to make right now is that it can't stop. Every time they post about anything, keep with the fix the franchise. Even when we get whatever updated blog or whatever before game launch about new franchise, just say, come on, we want more, keep more. You can never do enough things, EA, into franchise mode. You can never do enough until enough is enough. And we're still probably 2, 3, 4, maybe not that, I'd say 2 to 3 game cycles of heavy franchise mode investment away from getting this mode to where we want it to be. But I think we've done a very, very good job as a community. I'm happy. I'm excited. To you guys, it's one thing for myself and YouTubers that are bigger than myself to spread the movement of hashtag fix the franchise. And yeah, we might get more likes and more clicks and stuff like that. But that's just the few. It's the many that come together and put this all thing into motion. And it's, it's what I'm trying to say. It's all because of you guys. That's why. A couple franchise YouTubers, it's not going to make a dent. Trust me. There's a little thing on Twitter last night. If you followed me on Twitter, I thought someone was trying to take some shots fired, saying, Madden YouTubers should also be held accountable for this and that. And I mean, we kind of cleared the air just a little bit. And while we disagree on a lot of things, I think the one thing that was a false assumption from a lot of people that are kind of like, man, yeah, screw the YouTubers. We as the franchise community, if I'm going to put myself in that bubble, but if we're the franchise community leaders of the content creator community, I mean, we were in front of developers with 20 pages of notes saying what we wanted in Madden 21 franchise, the direction we want them to go, feedback on Madden 20, and it's like, Deuce Douglas. Let's Deuce Douglas right up. So there is not one person in this Madden community, and I can say that without a shadow of a doubt, that wants franchise mode to be better, has essentially executed and perfected what everyone wants in franchise mode better than Deuce Douglas. And we presented that to the Madden developers, and we still didn't get anything. So to think that it's just a couple people that got this done is false, because we've done literally the most direct, this is what we want in franchise, pay attention to franchise, people aren't going to like face of the franchise, and have it essentially what we saw in Madden 21. We got nothing. Literally my first experience trying to change this mode that's my job. Utter failure. Very, very discouraging and borderline depressing. But the community, everyone from the community for the most part came together, and this is a massive step in the right direction. So to kind of finish this off, they basically hinted that they're going to try to, I really don't know. They got 2 months to try to put stuff into Madden franchise mode for Madden 21. What could they realistically do? I'm going to say that they could do, tweaking things. I don't know when people say tweaks, they release a blog post with different tweaks. They're just go, well, this is still just like a patch, right? It's the issue that Madden's going to always face is that I highly, highly doubt, unless there's like a beta of a brand new franchise feature that just wasn't ready for this year, or was like, one of the first things on the cutting board that just didn't make it, that they can rush and say, we're going to put this in the game. Let's put this in. It can work in the build. I'm not going to say highly doubt that, but I strongly doubt that. So it's going to be maybe they can fix the sim, make the sim more reflective, go hard on fixing the sim engine, making it so, wide receiver ones play like wide receiver ones. Making it so you don't have to make your best wide receiver your slot wide receiver to get production. Make it so scrambling quarterbacks correctly reflect scrambling quarterbacks. Make it so, pancakes for linemen count correctly. Make it so good players get sacks that are supposed to get sacks. You don't see Aaron Donald, J.J. Watt consistently getting 6, 7, 8 sacks like you do very commonly in franchise mode. You could add import XP sliders, something very small, quality of a life improvement. I saw Soft Drink Sport, who's another one of those guys that's been very vocal about just everything that's wrong with Madden franchise. He said just even make it so that when you're looking at the player's historical data, just add a team column so you could see what team they played for when they did said stats. That would be, there you go, bada bing, bada boom. That would be even a nice feature that people would be pretty impressed by. I mean, hell, I made a video talking about 10 small fixes that we could get in Madden. Go check that out because, my God, that's exactly a list of somewhat achievable, realistic things that if they go all in on this, like they should have from the beginning, but if they go in on this, we could probably get 4 or 5 of those items from that top 10 list into franchise mode. So, just posted this update. I think great job, everybody involved, and this is only the beginning. Do not let up, and let's hold EA accountable and Madden accountable, the Madden devs and the Madden creative team accountable for not only following through with this in Madden 21, but letting us know their vision and what is going to be in store for Madden 22 and ensuring that Madden 22 is going to be a big franchise year. So that's all for me today, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Peace out.